Hi everyone, it's Sarah coming to you on my lunch break from work. So I just have some things, that the Lord put on my heart to share with you all, and it's such a huge, vast subject that I'm going to be talking about for the next few weeks, in just a few minutes at a time, just because it's such a vast subject, and I'm also on my lunch break from work. So, just to get it started, it's about women, and it's all about who we are and who we've always been and who we will always be, and just how special and unique we are, and our role as women, as mothers and teachers and wives on this earth, sisters, and there's just so much that the Lord has put on my heart to say. So I'm just going to jump into it, and I'm going to start by defining what a woman is. Unfortunately, when people are asked that these days, it's very difficult to answer. A lot of people struggle with it. A lot of people don't know how to define a woman. And, that's sad. So I'm about to do that now. So Genesis 1:27 says that God created us in his own image and likeness, and that goes for men and women, male and female. So he created us in his own image, and so we look something like God. He looks like a human, and that's what we look like. So Genesis 2:18 says that God makes a companion comparable to men. He wanted to make a helpmate for men, someone who could be a companion, someone comparable to him, equal to him. So he created a woman. And that brings us to Genesis 2:21, when a woman was formed out of man. So God took Adam's rib and created a woman from that, and breathed the breath of life into us. So we were brought forth by man and by God. So we are very unique and special creatures. And we have a special purpose here on this earth. What sets us apart from men is we have the ability to develop babies in our bodies. We have the ability to birth babies. We have the ability to sustain babies after they're born, once we have brought them forth, with our bodies. And all of that has to do with our bodies and who we are as women. God gave that special responsibility to us before the fall of man, before sin entered the picture, before any of that, before we had to leave the Garden of Eden. God gave women that responsibility. And if you go through Genesis and you study it, then you'll realize there was babies being birthed before the fall of man, and it was by a woman's body. And even after the fall, we still, God placed that punishment on women, that now it would require pain for us, in our bodies, to to birth children. But if you'll notice, he did not take that responsibility away from us. He knew that women were fit to develop children in our bodies, and to sustain them and to be mothers to them. That women were the only creatures who were fit to do that. That men could not do that. Now, men have a different role. They have a special role as well, and this is not taking anything away from a man. This is actually, expressing that men and women both have very special roles to fulfill on this earth, and Satan likes to distort that. He likes to confuse that and bring all of this wickedness and confusion into the picture to disturb that, to mess up God's plan. But he won't prevail. And I'm coming to you today to explain to you, to express to you, to help every one of us, men and women alike, to remember who we are and where we're coming from and who we always will be, because that is God's plan and purpose and desire for our lives. So I hope that you will join me next week and all of the weeks after as I continue to get more and more into this. There's so much that I want to say, but I just don't have the time. But we will get into it. It will, I will bring all of this together and we will go over it over the next few weeks, and I hope you'll join me. Thanks.